Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating parts of British coin collecting, the iconic threepence coin, also known as the threepence. These small coins might not look like much, but some are worth a fortune due to their rarity, unique mint marks, or historical value. In this video, we'll explore the top 5 most valuable UK threepence coins across different years and conditions, and how much they can fetch in the auction market today. Whether you're new to collecting or a seasoned numismatist, this is a list you won't want to miss. Let's get started. First up, the United Kingdom's 1943 threepence coin, a remarkable piece that carries not only the charm of a bygone era but also a surprisingly strong demand in today's active coin market. Even in fine condition, this coin holds a special place in the hearts of collectors and investors, and its value in the modern dollar market can be a delightful surprise. The 1943 threepence coin comes from an important period in British history, minted during the height of World War II, when resources were carefully managed and every aspect of production carried meaning. The coin's history is closely tied to the wartime economy and the evolving coinage system of the United Kingdom. By the early 1940s, the brass threepence design had fully replaced the earlier silver issues, offering a more durable, cost-effective, and distinctly modern look. These coins circulated widely across Britain, becoming a common sight in everyday transactions, yet today they stand as vivid reminders of a nation's resilience during challenging times. One of the most captivating aspects of the 1943 threepence coin is its unique design and features. Struck in nickel brass, it has a distinctive 12-sided shape that immediately sets it apart from other coins of the era. On the obverse side, you'll find the elegant portrait of King George VI, with fine detailing that reflects the craftsmanship of the Royal Mint during the wartime period. The reverse proudly displays a crowned thrift plant, symbolizing thriftiness and the spirit of careful management, values deeply relevant in 1943 Britain. The coin's warm golden tone, tactile edges, and solid weight in the hand make it both visually and physically appealing to collectors. When it comes to rarity, the 1943 threepence stands out for its growing scarcity in higher conditions. While millions were minted for circulation, many have since been lost, damaged, or worn down after decades of use. A fine condition example maintains much of its original detail and luster, offering collectors a piece that still showcases the charm of the era. For serious numismatists, even small variations in strike quality or minor minting quirks can elevate the desirability of a particular specimen. It's these factors, condition, originality, and scarcity, that drive demand and fuel competition in the auction market. In today's active collector market, the 1943 threepence in fine condition has seen consistent interest and solid valuations in dollar terms. Depending on the specific coin's sharpness, color tone, and preservation, values can range significantly higher than its modest face value ever suggested. Auction results and private sales often reveal that determined buyers are willing to pay a premium to secure a well-preserved example, making it a sought-after choice for both British coin specialists and international collectors who appreciate the coin's historical significance. For collectors looking to acquire or preserve one of these coins, a few strategies can help maximize its value. Always handle your coin with care, ideally using cotton gloves to prevent oils from your hands from affecting its surface. Store it in a high-quality holder or capsule to protect it from environmental damage. Research auction trends to understand the best times to buy or sell, and always look for coins with strong, clear details, especially in the King's portrait and the thrift plant design. Networking with reputable dealers and attending coin fairs can also help you discover exceptional pieces that may not appear in public sales. In conclusion, the 1943 United Kingdom threepence coin is far more than just an old piece of currency. It's a shining link to history, a testament to the craftsmanship of the Royal Mint, and a tangible symbol of wartime Britain's resilience and resourcefulness. In fine condition, it commands respect and attention in today's vibrant collector market, with dollar values that reflect both its scarcity and enduring appeal. For those who own one, it's a small golden treasure worth cherishing, and for those still seeking, it's a coin well worth pursuing for any serious collection. Next up, the United Kingdom threepence coin from 1967, specifically in circulated fine condition. While some may see it as just another small coin from the past, collectors know that even in less than perfect condition, this coin carries a fascinating history and a market presence worth noting. In today's auction scene, it can still attract strong interest and surprising bids in US dollars, especially from those who appreciate its heritage. The 1967 3p coin holds a special place in British currency history because it was among the very last of its kind to be minted before the UK transitioned to the decimal system in 1971. First introduced in 1937 under King George VI and continued during Queen Elizabeth II's reign, the brass 3p became a familiar sight in everyday transactions. The 1967 issue, featuring the young portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Mary Gillick on the obverse and a Tudor portcullis design on the reverse, marked the end of an era. It was produced in large quantities for circulation, but time, usage, and wear have made well-preserved examples increasingly harder to find, especially outside the UK. This coin is instantly recognizable for its distinctive 12-sided shape, a design choice that set it apart from most other coins of its time. Struck in nickel brass, it has a golden tone when new, though in circulated fine condition today, the color often darkens with age and wear. The obverse carries the youthful Queen's effigy with the Latin inscription Elizabeth II Dei Gratia Regina FD, translating to Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. The reverse features a detailed Tudor portcullis with chains, a symbol steeped in royal and parliamentary history, along with the denomination and year. These design elements, even when slightly worn or damaged, hold strong nostalgic and historical appeal for collectors. While the 1967 3p is not considered rare in uncirculated condition due to the large mintage, finding examples in fine condition that are evenly worn yet still pleasing to the eye is becoming more challenging. Many surviving coins are either heavily damaged or corroded due to their brass composition, which tarnishes easily when exposed to moisture. Paradoxically, even damaged examples can hold collector interest because they represent an authentic piece of everyday life in pre-decimal Britain. International collectors, particularly in the United States and Australia, seek these coins to complete date sets, and some prefer pieces with a bit of wear as they feel more connected to the coin's working history. In today's collector and auction markets, a 1967 United Kingdom 3p in circulated fine condition typically sells for around $123,000 depending on eye appeal and the degree of wear. While this may seem modest, certain factors such as provenance, a well-balanced patina, or bulk purchases by thematic collectors can push the value slightly higher, especially in live auctions where competitive bidding comes into play. Coins with unusual toning or minimal surface damage can exceed their usual value range, proving that even a common date coin can capture collector enthusiasm. If you're looking to add the 1967 3p to your collection, focus on coins that have an even wear pattern, a readable date, and a clear portcullis design. Avoid examples with heavy dents, deep scratches, or severe corrosion unless they have personal or historical significance to you. Because this coin is relatively affordable, it's a great entry point for beginner collectors who want to explore British pre-decimal coinage. Always store nickel brass coins in a dry environment to prevent tarnish, and if buying online, look for sellers who provide clear, close-up images so you can assess the true condition before purchase. The 1967 United Kingdom 3p may not be the rarest coin in the world, but it's a charming and historically rich piece that continues to hold a place in collectors' hearts. Its distinctive shape, royal symbolism, and connection to Britain's last years of the pre-decimal era make it more than just loose change, it's a miniature time capsule. Whether you own one in pristine uncirculated condition or a well-worn fine-grade example, this coin represents a tangible link to the past, and in today's collector market, it still has a story worth telling and a value worth appreciating. Next up, the United Kingdom 3p from the mid-20th century, specifically the 1954s era, in fine condition. Though small in size, this coin carries an incredible amount of history, design artistry, and collector intrigue. Whether you stumbled upon one in a dusty old box in the attic or inherited a family coin collection, you might be holding something far more valuable than you think. This isn't just about its face value, it's about the story it tells, the rarity it holds, and the strong demand it can generate in today's global auction market, especially in the United States where British pre-decimal coins have been gaining more attention. The 3p coin, also called the threepenny bit in everyday speech, was a vital part of British currency before decimalisation in 1971. Its distinctive 12-sided brass design became iconic, replacing the earlier silver threepence in the 1930s. By the 1954s, Britain was recovering from the effects of the Second World War, and the coinage reflected both tradition and modernisation. The monarch's portrait on these coins varied with the years. In the early part of the decade, you'd see King George VI, while the later years featured the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, marking the dawn of a new era in British history. Coins from certain years within the 1954s were minted in significantly lower numbers, sometimes due to surplus from previous years or shifts in production priorities. This scarcity has made specific dates highly sought after by collectors worldwide. What sets the 1954's threepence apart from many other small denomination coins is its instantly recognizable shape, 12 crisp sides, and its golden brass composition made from a copper zinc alloy. On the obverse, depending on the year, you'd find the regal portrait of King George VI or the newly crowned Queen Elizabeth II, both rendered in stunning detail for such a small coin. The reverse side showcases the exquisite design of a Tudor portcullis, a historical emblem symbolizing the Palace of Westminster and centuries of British governance. Even in fine condition, the design elements remain sharp enough to appreciate the craftsmanship. This blend of artistic heritage, unusual geometry, and bright brass finish gives the coin both aesthetic charm and recognizable identity in the numismatic community. When we talk about rarity, it's not just about age, it's about mintage numbers, survival rates, and condition. Some 1954's threepence coins were minted in the millions, but others, particularly from years with low production, are far scarcer. Even in damaged or worn condition, certain dates can attract strong interest from collectors because they might be filling a key gap in a series collection. For example, a heavily circulated coin with scratches or discoloration might still fetch surprising prices if it's from a year with very limited surviving examples. The 1954's threepence is especially attractive to entry-level collectors who are looking to build complete date runs, meaning demand is steady even for coins that are far from perfect. This constant demand is one reason auction prices for these coins, even in fine condition, have remained resilient. In fine condition, a 1954's UK threepence coin's value can vary widely depending on the exact year and mint mark. Common date examples from the decade might sell for $334,000 in the American market, while scarcer dates or those tied to historic events can command $125,000 or more, even without being in pristine condition. For particularly rare years, or for coins with proof-like qualities despite being circulated, it's not unusual to see prices exceeding $10 at competitive auctions. Online platforms such as eBay, heritage auction sites, and specialist numismatic sales have made these coins more visible to international buyers, which has further driven up prices. The growing interest from collectors outside the UK has added a layer of global competition, often pushing the final hammer price well above initial estimates. If you own or plan to buy a 1954's threepence in fine condition, here are a few smart strategies to keep in mind. First, always verify the exact year and look for any distinguishing marks or minting errors. These can dramatically increase value. Second, store your coins in protective holders or albums to prevent further wear, as condition plays a big role in long-term appreciation. Third, keep an eye on auction results. The coin market can fluctuate, and certain years may suddenly spike in value due to renewed collector interest. Lastly, don't dismiss slightly damaged coins if they're rare dates, they still hold strong value. Networking with fellow collectors, attending coin fairs, and joining online forums can help you stay informed and spot opportunities to buy or sell at the right time. The United Kingdom threepence from the 1954's in fine condition is far more than just a small brass coin. It's a tangible link to a transformative period in British history, a miniature work of art, and a collectible with solid market demand. Its combination of historical significance, distinctive design, and varying rarity makes it an appealing target for both seasoned numismatists and newcomers to the hobby. Whether you're holding onto one as a keepsake, hunting for a key date to complete your set, or simply curious about its value, this little 12-sided coin proves that sometimes the smallest pieces can hold the biggest stories, and occasionally a surprisingly large price tag. Next up, the United Kingdom threepence coin from 1953 in circulated condition. While at first glance it may appear as just another old coin from the mid-20th century, the 1953 threepence actually carries a rich history, unique design elements, and a place in the hearts of collectors around the world. Whether you are a seasoned coin enthusiast or someone just beginning your journey into collecting, understanding the significance and market value of this coin can help you appreciate why it still holds demand in auctions today. The history of the 1953 3-pence coin begins in a very special year for the United Kingdom. 1953 was the year of Queen Elizabeth II's coronation. After the passing of King George VI in 1952, Elizabeth II ascended the throne, and in 1953, coins bearing her portrait entered circulation for the very first time. This was a monumental moment, not just in British history, but also in the numismatic world, as collectors sought coins from the coronation year as keepsakes. The 3-pence coin had been a part of British currency for centuries, evolving in both metal composition and design, and the 1953 issue marked the start of a new era in its appearance. One of the unique features of the 1953 3-pence lies in its distinctive design and composition. Struck in nickel brass, it carries a 12-sided shape that was both practical and innovative, making it easy to identify by touch alone. On the obverse side, we see a youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Mary Gillick, which is notable for being more elegant and less formal than many previous monarch portraits. On the reverse side, designed by Frances Mary Gill, is a beautiful image of a Tudor portcullis with chains, a historic emblem often associated with British Parliament, along with the denomination 3-pence and the date 1953. The coin's bright golden hue and unmistakable polygonal form made it stand out in the pockets and purses of mid-century Britain. When it comes to rarity, the 1953 3-pence is not the scarcest coin in British coinage, but it still holds notable interest among collectors, especially in circulated or even damaged condition. While millions were minted, the fact that it was the first year of Queen Elizabeth II's reign adds an undeniable historic charm. Many examples were eventually worn down through everyday use, resulting in coins with scratches, discoloration, and edge wear. Surprisingly, even those in heavily circulated or slightly damaged condition can draw bids from collectors who want a coronation year example to complete a set. This demand is fueled by the sentimental connection to Queen Elizabeth II's long reign, which makes even imperfect coins from 1953 appealing to own. In today's auction market, the value of a 1953 3-pence in average circulated condition typically ranges between $532,000. However, factors like eye appeal, minimal wear, or historical provenance can push the price higher, sometimes reaching up to $10 for a particularly attractive example. While the price may not sound astronomical, the value lies in the steady demand coronation year coins often enjoy enduring interest, and the 3-pence's unique design and royal significance make it a frequent seller in online marketplaces and numismatic fairs. For collectors, there are a few important tips when seeking a 1953 3-pence in circulated condition. First, always check the overall legibility of the details. The Queen's portrait, the Tudor portcullis, and the date should still be clearly visible despite wear. Second, look for coins that retain some of their original golden luster, as this often makes them more attractive to buyers. Third, consider purchasing from reputable dealers or auction platforms that provide clear photographs and honest grading descriptions. Finally, remember that coins with historical ties, even in less than perfect condition, can become more desirable over time as interest in Queen Elizabeth II's legacy continues to grow. In conclusion, the United Kingdom 3-pence from 1953 may not be the rarest or most expensive coin in the world, but it is a small piece of history from a landmark year in British heritage. Its connection to the coronation of Queen Elizabeth II, distinctive 12-sided shape, and enduring appeal among collectors give it a charm that goes beyond simple monetary value. Whether you find one in a family collection, at a flea market, or through an online auction, holding this coin is like holding a golden token of the dawn of a new royal era. Next up, the United Kingdom 3-pence coin from 1962 in fine condition. A small yet historically rich piece of British currency that continues to attract attention from collectors and auction houses worldwide. Although it was once considered just pocket change, this coin now enjoys a status far beyond its modest face value, especially when it is well preserved and tied to the nostalgia of Britain's pre-decimal coinage era. The story of the 1962 3-pence begins in the post-war period, when Britain's economy was recovering and society was moving steadily toward modernization. Struck during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, the 1962 issue was part of the famous brass 12-sided Threepence series introduced in 1937 under King George VI, replacing the earlier small silver coins of the same denomination. By the early 1960s, decimalization was still a few years away, but the Threepence remained a staple in British currency, valued for its durability and distinctive shape. These coins were used widely in everyday purchases, from sweets at the corner shop to fares on local buses, embedding themselves into the daily life of the British people. What sets the 1962 threepence apart are its unique design elements and construction. Struck in nickel brass, it features a dodecagonal shape that made it instantly recognizable by touch alone. On the obverse, a youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by sculptor Mary Gillick is displayed without a crown, lending the coin a timeless elegance. The reverse showcases the iconic design of a crowned portcullis, a symbol associated with Westminster and the British Parliament, designed by Sir Francis Wyon. The coin's weight of approximately 6.8 grams and its distinctive golden hue gave it both a physical and visual charm, making it stand out in the pockets and purses of its day. While millions of threepence coins were minted throughout the 1960s, finding a 1962 example in fine condition is becoming more challenging. Decades of circulation have left many coins heavily worn, scratched, or tarnished, and even more have been lost or melted down over time. Interestingly, even damaged or lower-grade specimens are sought after by beginner collectors due to their historical appeal. The 1962 date falls in a period of relative stability in mintage, yet collectors often seek this specific year to complete series sets, which can push up demand, especially for coins with better surfaces, sharper details, and minimal corrosion. When it comes to the auction market, the value of a 1962 threepence in fine condition can vary based on collector interest, current trends, and the coin's presentation. While common circulated examples might fetch only a few dollars, coins in fine condition or with appealing toning can sell for anywhere between $731,000 in regular sales. However, at numismatic auctions or when sold as part of a complete year set, the price can climb higher, sometimes reaching $15 or more when the coin's condition, provenance, and rarity within a collection context are factored in. These prices may not make headlines like ultra-rare gold sovereigns, but they reflect a healthy and consistent demand that keeps this coin relevant in the collecting world. For collectors, the 1962 threepence offers an affordable entry point into the world of British pre-decimal coinage. The key is to look for coins with sharp edges, clear portcullis details, and an unblemished portrait of the Queen. Avoid pieces with excessive corrosion, deep scratches, or heavy discoloration unless they hold sentimental or historical value. Building a collection of threepence coins from different years can provide a fascinating glimpse into changes in British design, metal composition, and historical context. Storing these coins in acid-free holders and keeping them away from moisture will help preserve their condition for future generations. In conclusion, the United Kingdom threepence of 1962 is more than just a piece of old currency, it's a tangible link to a significant period in British history. Its distinctive design, connection to Queen Elizabeth II's early reign, and its place in the beloved brass threepence series give it enduring charm. Whether valued at a modest few dollars or fetching higher bids in the right setting, it continues to hold a special place in the hearts of collectors. For those with an eye for history and a passion for preserving the past, this small yet remarkable coin remains a worthy and satisfying find. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more deep dives into rare British coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Share in the comments, do you own any of these valuable threepences? We'd love to hear your stories.